Before you lock in your move, hold up. Picking the wrong suburb can cost you time, money, and sanity. Long commute, school regrets, I've seen it all. In this video, I'm going to show you what to avoid and how to get relocated with my best tools. Stay until the end. I've got something to take you to the next level. We're getting after it. Mistake number one, picking your suburb solely on price alone. Cheap up front doesn't always mean smart long term. Longer commutes means more gas, less free time. These could be in areas with specials. Our property taxes could be a tad bit higher as well. When specials, we're talking about special taxes. This is usually in newer developments, but if they make improvements in older ones, it'll apply there too. This is paving streets, sidewalks, street lights, sewer improvements, utilities, the infrastructure for the neighborhood. Maybe it's an older home. This could be something that needs a little more TLC, more maintenance, what have you. That's not always the case. Me and my wife will always butt heads on this one. She loves the older homes, particularly like the 30s, the 40s. Me personally, I love them too. The aesthetics are way better than some of these more modern homes, but what does your lifestyle look like? Are you okay with something that might need a little more TLC? Seriously consider the price of modernizing that older home. What do I mean by that? Hey, with all of our new gadgets and appliances, your old electrical are not going to be able to keep up with that. It's going to need to be upgraded, especially if you're coming from like the knob and tube wiring. A lot of insurance companies don't want to cover that. There's also other items, lead-based paint, asbestos in your flooring, like tile, your siding. I've seen it wrapped around AC ductwork in super old homes. What can you live with? And if you can't live with it, at least find out what that total cost is. And then that's the flip side. So are you okay with the special taxes, the higher property taxes, or in that older home, are you okay with maybe having to do some more maintenance or repairs or modernizing the home? It's all got to make sense at the end of the day, gang. Look at the total price, everything, not just the sticker price. Is it in an HOA? There's initiation fees, there's dues and rules. Personally, I think if you're buying a house, I don't think you should have to adhere to HOA rule. I understand their reasoning for it. It's supposed to keep the property values up and stuff like that. But that's my 2 cents. Always do your homework, your research. Make sure it's not in a flood zone, or have your agent make sure. This is one of those things, FEMA flood map. If you've got a particular home in mind, plug that address in. You can find access to that online or through the Relocation Hub. Pop it in there. Make sure you're paying attention to the legend. The color codes for the floods, they want to see that touching the actual house. Done some research with some people a lot more qualified with that kind of stuff. So passing it along to you. On to the number 2, lifestyle not matching your suburb. Listen, if it's not a fit, you will feel it fast. If you're looking for something that's got a little more amenities, some walkability, but you're in that suburb where there's one grocery store and there's not a whole lot going on, or the flip-flop of that, maybe you're looking for something a little slower pace, but you're in a place where there's heavy traffic. We're talking close to Kellogg, close to Rock, close to Mays. These are heavy traffic areas around here. You gotta do your research. Hop on My Suburb playlist. We've got a playlist for each suburb. Wichita's not doing it for you. Derby, Andover, Park City, Valley Center, Goddard, Mays, Hayesville. We've got a couple videos even further yet if the suburbs aren't doing it for you. You're wanting to be a little further out, something a little smaller, what have you. It's got to make sense at the end of the day. Another thing I tell people, as silly as it sounds, beyond just watching the suburb videos, check these suburbs out on Google Maps. You can do a street view. Just make sure the date stamp in that bottom corner is current. This will give you an idea what things are looking like up to that date stamp. These are just little things. Hop on niche.com. It'll give you an idea of some of the rankings of the suburbs, schools, what have you. Do your research. It's got to match your lifestyle, gang. Are you looking for something a little more quiet? Are you looking for all those amenities in town or maybe close by? Everybody's situation is different. What works best for you is not going to work best for me, and so on and so forth. So do the homework, make sure it matches your lifestyle. 3, skipping your research. Listen, this is where your daily life happens. Don't leave it to chance. What applies? Do you got kiddos? Are schools important? We've got resources for that. Niche.com will give you grades on that for the various suburbs, school districts. Greatschools.com is also another solid option. All that is accessible in the Relocation Hub. If crime is something that is very important to you, it's also there. LexisNexis Community Crime Map. This is going to give you an idea what that kind of stuff looks like. Like I said, FEMA flood maps. If you're wanting to know about that, or you need to be close to those schools, or you need to be close to colleges. How about that job? Is that commute time going to be make or break if you're a little bit further out? You've got options with the suburbs around, and if you need to be further out yet, I've got more options, even smaller towns. Yes, with some of these towns, those prices are gonna drop, but those amenities are gonna be far and few between. Those commute times can creep up there. It all has to make sense at the end of the day, but you gotta do your research. What makes sense? You've got all the tools, Google Maps, all the amenities. If you're wanting to be close to your amenities, you're probably not gonna want to be in one of those faraway small towns. If you're looking for something that has options, like say a Derby, say a Maze, because it's so close to all your West Wichita shopping, Andover, close to your East Wichita shopping, might make more sense than say a Hayesville or a Rose Hill, where you're a little more limited. They're both still great options. At the end of the day, you got to do your research, and that's why we provide the tools here so you can do them independently. It's got to make sense for you and yours at the end of the day. On to the next. Quick reminder, if this is helping you avoid any mistakes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so YouTube knows we're helping. And if you're realizing there's more to this relocation than just a zip code, check out my Relocation Hub. It's free, powerful, and built to help you move smart. Back to it. 4, not considering the long term. Now, if you're only going to be living in this home for maybe 2 or 3 years, this probably isn't going to apply. But for those that are in it for the long haul, think the long term. Think beyond now. Aging parents, job changes, kids, the school years, the moving out years, college, whatever it looks like. It's a lot to take on, and it's one of those things that really kind of slips below the radar because life is always subject to change, and that's okay. Don't rush it. I've had situations where I've had clients move into a place, or they've considered moving into a place where they're already really kind of tight, maybe a year or 2 later, if that. Oh, hey, I've met somebody, we've got one on the way, whatever that situation looks like, and suddenly they gotta move. This isn't working for them anymore. Give it some thought, gang. If you're not planning on staying long, this one might be subject to if it applies or not. But it's always a good practice. Think long term, don't think just now, because in those situations, if you're in a home, I gotta move, and you've not been there very long, it doesn't put you in the best possible position. It's just a little food for thought. On to the next one. 5, assuming new construction means easy mode. New doesn't necessarily mean problem free. Even those new builds can have their quirks, and not all builders are built equal. See what I did there? But ongoing construction, builder grade material, what are they using? Any delays, any punch list, any missed details. You'll have your inspections, you'll have what we call blue tape inspections. This is going to be more so for like your cosmetics. So we would walk through the new build, and any little cosmetic imperfections we see, we would stick a piece of blue tape on it. Say there's a scuff on the wall, or there's a scuff on, say, the trim. Put a little piece of blue tape there, and they will know, hey, fix this please. Going back to, hey, not all builders are the same. You're gonna have some of those where we go through, we do inspections and what have you, and some of the stuff's not done right, or not done at all, quite frankly. I've heard some horror stories, and you've got to do your research. Of course, we have connections to builders here, and I've had numerous conversations with potential clients, about particular builders in the area. It's all stuff you need to really consider. They're not all made the same. Do your research, don't assume, and please always do your inspections. Don't skimp on the inspections. Another thing with these new builds, like we talked about previously, it's not always the case, but more times than not, I would say probably about 95% of the time, these new builds, you're gonna have specials. And if it's a really new area, they're not going to be milled yet. They might have estimates for you, but all that's subject to change. An estimate at the end of the day, you want to make sure, and that's going to be the same for your general property taxes as well. And I've seen some cases in the past, like during the shutdown, where there would be disclosures saying, hey, the price is subject to change, aka it's probably going to go up. This was back when the prices of lumber were just all over the place. These are all things you need to consider. The builder, the area, if you're in one of those new build communities where it's really new, you're gonna have construction workers, contractors zipping in and out of the neighborhood. You're gonna have big dumpsters. You're probably gonna have stuff lying around, people making noises all times of the day. It's gotta make sense for you at the end of the day. I'm not saying anything bad about new builds. It can be a great opportunity if it makes sense, if we've got the right builder, but research, do your research. On to the next. So now you know what not to do, but what about the next steps? Check out my Relocation Hub. It's packed with relocation playlist, with playlist on Wichita, the updates, the various suburbs. If you've decided Wichita is not a fit for you, bringing you all the downloadable goodies that we've put together. There's no sign up. The Get Me Started Home Buyers Rough Draft, the relocation guide, your relocation checklist, the mistakes you don't want to make, and so much more. It's all there. Click the link. It's a direct download, no sign up. Click, download, it's yours. You're going to have access to all of my links we've procured, nationwide links, so you can do your independent research, because you need to. Don't listen to anybody, even myself, that you see on the internet. You've got to do the homework, because only you are going to know what works for you. Niche.com, greatschools.com, LexisNexis Community Crime Map. We've got FEMA Flood Map. There's Air IQ for air quality, and there's so much more. Can Drive. Do you want to see what it looks like around the city? You can actually access the traffic cameras to see what it looks like along Kellogg, to see what it looks like around the city. All tools we've procured, except for Can Drive. Everything else is nationwide. There's no sign up. Check them out so you can independently do your research. And if you're looking to raise that client experience to the next level, sign up for my self-sponsored VIP client program. We are giving you nationwide perks, discounts. We're talking car rentals, hotel rooms, movie tickets, and so much more. Things are constantly being added, and we are throwing even more value on top of that. You get access to my local network of business vendors, and it's not just real estate for either, gang, but plumbers, inspectors, electricians, HVAC, and so much more. You need someone to mow your lawn? Do you need to rent a dumpster? Whatever it looks like. Photographer taking pictures of you and the kiddos. There's so much in there, and we're constantly adding vetted local pros. This is for my serious people looking to elevate their client experience. That's complimentary. Like I said, I sponsor it myself. You put your information in there and bam, it's all in one place. You'll download an app, you can access it from the computer, but everything's there, all the contact information and offer information on what they're offering. So from here, if you've got any value, come on, do us a solid, like, comment, subscribe, share this. Maybe you know someone who's needing that help. You got to let YouTube know as well. If you've got any questions, reach out, call, text, email, DM. We can set up your discovery session if you're needing help taking your relocation journey to the next level, getting it started, or looking at next steps. Now from here, click on this video here if you want to continue that learning journey. If you haven't subscribed yet, click my little logo over there, and we'll catch you all back here in the next one.